Next up at UFC Paris, we have Ange Loosa taking on Rhys McKee. Ange Loosa is a durable striker. He's got decent volume. Oh, wait. He's 9-3 overall. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He is alternating.
That's Farang right now.
And losses. Put that down. He's taking on Rhys McKee. Stop. Farang's getting upset. He's taking on Rhys McKee. Rhys McKee is 13-4 overall. 3-2 in his last 5. He is riding a 3-fight win streak. Ange Loosa is a very durable striker. Decent volume, solid power. He's got a very, very good chin. He punts that jab like crazy. He throws a nice low kick. He'll manage range, and he will keep people backing up. He can have a little bit of trouble when people are pressuring him, but his volume of more than 6 significant strikes landed per minute do a nice job of sort of keeping people at bay. He has a 100% takedown defense, and he does use offensive takedowns as well. And we saw that in that win over AJ Fletcher where he doubled his strikes. He had 2 takedowns, and AJ was supposed to be the good wrestler in that fight. He's taking on Rhys McKee. This guy's a long striker. He has had a rough stretch in the UFC. He made his debut against Khamzat Chimaev. He landed literally 0 strikes, not even one by accident. He was submitted. Then he lost a decision to Alex Morono where he was taken down 3 times, and now he's coming back after 3 years outside of the UFC to fight somebody as tough as Ange. Style-wise, he's a rangy striker. He is accurate. He's got speed. He's got power. What he does a really good job of is just piecing people apart from outside, and then when he has his openings, he'll come in. He does avoid grappling pretty well, but if you can close the distance, you can take him down, and this is an Ange Loosa pick. I think he should be a bigger favorite than -170, honestly. He's a durable guy. He's got speed. He's got power. He's got wrestling. Rhys
did you bet him?
Definitely. I did. I think I did. I'll have to check.
Pretty bad you did.
No, I do. I have him in a parlay.
Wow.
Thank you so much. He's got the wrestling, and Rhys is definitely technical. He can be dangerous, but the wrestling defense is just terrible. And we watched what Ange did to AJ Fletcher. He'll do the same to Rhys McKee. Ange Loosa is the pick. What do you think, Jakey Boombots?
Yeah, I think that Ange is probably the best value on this card. I mean, I got him at like minus, let's see what I get him at, minus 180. He's down to minus 170. I'll probably, if it drops more, I'm probably going to double up my bet. I really feel good about Ange in this matchup, and the reason for that is McKee is a long, rangy guy. He's one of those rare guys that's long, rangy, and uses his length. He's really good at pumping that jab out, and it's not like a from the hip, a piston jab. It's not a super like step in power jab. It's not going to snap people's heads back. But he wears people down with that jab, and he comes with the 2 behind that, boom, 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 and then the 2, and then he's throwing in these combinations as the fight progresses. And you'll see some third-round finishes because he can break people down with that jab. The issue is, against a guy like Ange in his defense is like Petr Yan. I mean, you can punch through a guard, but you have to be pretty snappy with it, or pretty powerful. He just doesn't have that jab. So Ange is always right here with the guard really, really high. And without an effective jab, I don't know what McKee has. I mean, that's really what he sets everything up by using his length, by beating people up with the jab. And Ange Loosa, in that last fight against AJ, I mean, he was lighting his ass up in the first round. I mean, McKee is not going to be able to eat those shots that AJ Fletcher was eating. Ange looked really, really good in the counterboxing, the nice high guard, countering off with really, really tight, powerful hooks. Even like just the straight down the pipe shots were really powerful. And as you mentioned too, mixing in the takedowns as well. He's at Kill Cliff. He was like Woodley, he was Usman's training partner when he was getting ready for Tyron Woodley. He's been training with all those guys forever. He looks like it. He looks really, really sharp, and I love him in this matchup. I just don't see, because McKee doesn't really have the one-punch knockout power, like real big speed and power coming across. And even Ange, he was put on skates in that second round versus AJ, and it was bad. I mean, he was put on skates bad, but he worked through it. Third round came out, got the takedown he needed, won the fight. So, the IQ is there as well, and I think that's the complete package to me. And he's probably got a nice complete package, judging by the looks of him. You know what I mean?
Okay, all right, settle down. Jesus Christ. But we're both on do you have bets on him?
Yeah, I literally am probably going to, because there's no other really spots that I like. And this line dropping, it's like, all right, I might as well just play what I think is the value, and I might just double it up. Yeah, I have money line and other bets on him as well.
I am surprised he's not a bigger favorite than he is. We have like UFC debuts at minus 330, but then we have a tried and true tested UFC veteran coming off a quality win at minus 170. That actually is very surprising.
Yeah, because
I tell you, I think he's Irish. I think there's an Irish bias. I straight up, and I'm like, I think the Irish fighters get a little more love than they deserve sometimes.
That's probably right. But I mean, even when you watch him, it's not like he's long and rangy like a Kevin Holland, but he's not like entering with the speed of Kevin Holland or throwing the power of Kevin Holland, stuff like that. So I don't really get it either. I think Ange is pretty safe play to me.
Yeah, and he's super, super tough. I do have a parlay with him. I'll let you know that parlay when I get to the other side, when we break down this fight a little bit later. But if you guys want to unlock all the picks, all the bets, WeWantPicks.com, just click Become a Member. You're going to get access to literally everything. Not only the picks and the bets, but also data, metrics, analytics, information, insight, write-ups, everything you could ever want. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. DraftKings-wise, I will spend the $8,800 on Ange Loosa because I do think he'll get some takedowns. And that score as well. Loosa. There's two O's. Loosa.
Yeah, it's
First of all, you mess up names worse than I do, and I want everybody to pay attention because you called him. I forget what you just called. You just called him something dead wrong too. So
Ange?
Yes.
No, Ange Loosa. That's what I've always said.
No, I'll point it out more often because I get shit for how I say people's names. But the reality is...
Well, that's because I got a little bit of the Mackenzie Dern guy. I mean, I'm learning Portuguese, so I'm starting to get that Portuguese accent. And sometimes I mix up my words between English and Portuguese. And, I love jiu-jitsu. Fucking Mackenzie Dern. I'm going to use my jiu-jitsu.